Good day, all fellow watchers. I've just received this Louie Juelen watch, as you can see there on the screen. And the most concerning part is probably whether these small dials are real or just for decorative purposes. As you can see in the image, the 24-hour dial, for instance, doesn't correspond to 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. Well, I've received the watch and it came in this very presentable box since 1983, and there we have it. It's got its own pillow. So far so good. And you can see the 24 hours correspond to 9 a.m. And there we have the small seconds at 6 o'clock. So let's see if and how the chrono works. But first, let's remove it from its pillow. This should be the start button, normally on these chronograph watches. And there we go, the big seconds. It's counting half of seconds. While that is counting, now the 24-hour dial works and the chronograph seconds work. It's got quite a nice strap, it's very comfortable. It's a little bit on the big size for me. I can notch it all the way to the very first hole. But it seems like it won't take the first hole today, but rather the second. Feels quite snug. It forms around the arm, and there's even printed on genuine leather. Feels as leather, but don't know so much about the smell. There isn't much of a smell. Okay, now that the chrono seconds is about to reach 60 seconds, let's look at the minute counter. I don't know if you could see whether it incremented. Let's stop the stopwatch. And then reset. Okay, it resets, but it's not quite zeroed. We'll have to see if it's similar to the Swatch chrono. If we pull the crown 1 position for the date setting, and while we're at it, we might as well correct the date. Okay, nothing happens when turning it anti-clockwise. Okay, needs to be turned clockwise. It's quite a rapid movement. Okay, let's see what happens if we push the chrono button now. It just starts. You keep it depressed. Doesn't quite reset. Okay, what happens if we press the reset button again? Nothing. Okay, maybe we should try the second ground position, time setting position. There we go. Okay, the stopwatch just runs. Keeping that button depressed. Nothing happens. Reset button. Doesn't zero. Keeping the reset button depressed. Wait a minute, the seconds of the time is still running, so maybe it didn't quite latch. Okay, there's quite a jump. Okay, now if I keep it depressed, it runs. The seconds of the chrono, okay. Now we have to press it half of seconds. Okay, just another one there. We have it right at 12 o'clock. Let's see. Bottom one. Okay, oops. The minutes there at 9 o'clock runs very rapid. Can be quite a game. Let's just press one by one. Okay, maybe. Okay, no, that's off again. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. Might have lost a minute or so. Just adjust it to 37 minutes. The time. Okay, looks like it. Maybe the minutes hand synchronizes with the seconds. It might just slip all the way and then catch up again when the seconds reach 60. Okay, and the crown is back all the way. Now this watch came with a twist, actually. Now that we know all small dials work, let's look at the twist at the back. We have an exhibition case, and look at that, a rotor. Now this is a quartz, runs on electricity, so it cannot be a self-winding watch. It could perhaps be an auto quartz, but the rotor is very loose. There's not much resistance, so I don't think it can charge with a magnetic field and a coil. Must be for decorative purposes only. If you look, you can even see some jewels or something similar to that inside. And this seems to be a screw down case. We can try to use a compass and see whether there is some magnetic fields there, except for the stepper. Let's just look for a compass. Okay, there we are. Let's bring the compass closer to the rotor. It's difficult to see. That might be one way to discover whether the router really contains magnets. But I think it's really just for decorative purposes. Okay, this crystal looks like real glass or mineral glass, flat face. And it shows that this watch is 3 atmospheres waterproof, or 30 meters. While turning this crown, it feels like there's a rubber seal or something there. It's kind of stiff, but for these buttons I'm not sure. There's a little bit free play, so I don't know about how waterproof they are, but for the crown, maybe the crown can handle far more than 30 meters. Okay, thanks for watching.